My son said, "Stop trying to be my dad. You're just the guy who pays for things." I replied, "Understood." Then I liquidated his college fund to pay off my mortgage and put his prized Mustang up for sale. He had to get a job the next day. I married Lois 10 years ago when her son Bart was 7. His biological father had vanished when Bart was a toddler, leaving no support whatsoever. I stepped in completely, paying for private school, braces, summer camps, everything a father should provide. For his 16th birthday, I spent a year and $20,000 restoring a classic 1968 Mustang with him in our garage. I thought it was our special project. I also opened a college fund in my name, funded entirely by my salary. 10 years of putting away hundreds from every paycheck, currently sitting at $85,000. The plan was debt-free college and a great start in life. Last Thursday was the breaking point. Bart's report card came in, failing 2 classes because he's not showing up. I tried talking to him. "Bart, we need to discuss these grades. This won't work for universities." He didn't look up from his phone. "Whatever, it'll be fine. Your teachers say you're skipping classes. What's going on?" He finally looked at me with pure disdain. "Why do you even care? It's not like you're my real dad." The word stung, but I'd heard variations before. I felt heat in my chest, but pushed it down. "I care because I love you and want you to have a good future." Then he stood up and said the words that changed everything. "No, you don't. You love playing the hero. Stop trying to be my dad. You're just the guy who pays for things." I looked at him and saw a complete stranger. The heat vanished, replaced by icy calm. He'd reduced 10 years of my life and love to transactions. I didn't yell, I just nodded. "Understood," I said, and walked out. The next morning, I called my financial advisor and liquidated the entire college fund. Then I requested a mortgage payoff statement. My remaining balance was $76,450. The math worked perfectly. At lunch, I photographed the Mustang and posted it on classic car forums for $25,000. The title was solely in my name. The reveal happened Saturday morning when Bart came strolling into the living room, jingling car keys casually. "Hey, I'm taking the car out with some friends. Need gas money?" he said, not even looking at me. "That's not possible," I said calmly. "Why not?" "Because it's for sale. I already have a serious buyer lined up to see it this afternoon." The silence was absolutely deafening. "It's my car, Bart. I'm selling it. Also, the college fund is being liquidated to pay off our mortgage." The screaming started, mostly from Lois. "How could you be so cruel? He's just a kid." Bart went from rage to pleading. "But it's my car. What am I supposed to tell my friends?" "You could tell them the truth, that the guy who paid for it decided to sell it. For a week they thought I was bluffing. Then Bruce, a serious buyer, contacted me. He wanted a professional inspection, which took days to arrange." Bart watched from the window as the inspector examined the car. The look on his face wasn't anger anymore. It was fear. Bruce made an offer of $23,500. We signed a purchase agreement. A month later, the Mustang was gone. The mortgage payoff confirmation arrived. Balance zero. Bart started taking the bus to school. Then the phone bill came. I texted him a screenshot of his $95 portion. "Are you kidding me? You've always paid for it. My role has been clarified. I'm no longer the guy who pays for things." He tried applying to cool jobs first. Coffee shops, bookstores, no callbacks with his blank resume. Finally, he got hired at a fried chicken place. He came home in an ugly yellow uniform smelling like grease, refusing to look at me. 6 months later, Lois and I divorced. Her lawyer told her she could take me to the cleaners, but reality hit hard. Since I'd used separate funds to pay the mortgage, I had legal claim to $76,450 off the top before splitting remaining equity. Lois walked away with a quarter of what she'd expected. Bart's 18 now, living in his grandparents' spare room with terrible grades and no prospects. The chicken job lasted 2 months before he was fired for attitude. I saw him at a grocery store recently, thin, tired, angry. When he spotted me, he glared with pure resentment and turned his back. As for me, I bought a mountain bike with the Mustang money and adopted a dog named Gus. He doesn't care who pays for things. He's just happy I throw the ball. I lost a wife and stepson, but regained my self-respect and financial future. In the end, the only transaction that mattered was reclaiming my life.